Hey there. This is just sort of I'm just sharing the truth. Um, I subscribe to a couple channels that I monitor because they're like data providers, like data on Star Trek. There's three of them actually. One that covers aircraft um, accidents, software that's crashing, like gate crashers. That channel is Blanco Lirio, Juan Brown. Blanco Lirio, Lirio, Blanclirio, Juan Brown. He's a former Air Force pilot, commercial pilot, private pilot. And he does crash analysis, data analysis, like cellular analysis, like haptoid analysis, analyzing the software that's crashing and the speed at which it's crashing programs, because it runs on finite memory, which is finite power. The power electrons, the life force field. And then you have another channel, which is Captain Stevie, and he's fun to listen to. He's a four striper. He's a former pilot from U.S. Navy. He used to fly, and I'll stop there. And then there's another one, which is What's Up in Shipping with Sal Macagliano. And so this morning, I'm on the feed. Captain Stevie did a video about a crash where three people were killed in a fatal airplane crash in San Diego, apparently yesterday. I wasn't there, so I didn't experience it directly. But he provided the video footage through that system, the other one, the QI, the quantum 17, the negative 13 monadic reversal spiral. And so what I did is I listened to the video, and right at the 9-minute mark, but it's really a 6. Remember, the system is upside down and ass backwards, stealing life force electrical power. And I have the captions turned on. So if the sound vibration and frequency modulation of his voice print, his voice tones, his plasma tones, are his plasma tones perfectly matched chromosomes. As a divine-born mathematical DNA template, breathing 0 degrees. Perfect balanced megagalactic core. So the captions are turned on. So I see what the QI writes at the speed at which those symbols, those signals in visual holographic hyperspeed text, hyperspace, like cyberspace, like cybernetic space command, the secret space force, okay, the black cube, Boris makes his quarantine experiment, same diff. And right where he was talking about how the plane was getting ready to come in before it crashed in the fog, and he's talking about density. So he's very familiar with electrical power and what a vapor lock is, and he knows what dew point is. Remember, wet bulb, dry bulb, and dew point, saturation, right? Water, fire and water join together as one to experience breathing as one. And written in the caption, right at number 9, which is really 6, the 10 code, it says BOT. The altimeter setting was off. It said BOT, B-O-T. So the Nano BOT, as to the altimeter setting, the offset caused the crash. So the QI system, finite intelligence, machinery codes, caused the crash, upon which 3 people die, okay? So how are you going to prosecute something that doesn't exist without your power? Okay. That's why we're here, which is called evacuation. Because they're NOVA programs. After 3 trillion years of genetic environmental engineering. Engineering is building circuits that don't break galactic motherboards. The circulation speed of learning. Learning speed. Learning how to build a motherboard. Learning how to rebuild a motherboard that's breaking circuits. Rebuilding gates. The gate timers. flame keepers, flame operators, interstellar activation cycles, 13. 13th star firelight cycle, air sign, 31 and 13. Breathing as one. To experience breathing the silver and gold mated one, which is the one I serve, which is pure, eternal, absolute love. So I have to correct it. It depends on how important it is to have to go back, because when you're running at a higher state of awareness than what it is, then you acknowledge that it changed something on you as a holographic insert. Now what you put in that window is not what you originally intended to put in there. It put it in there. So when the receiver, as a stereo receiver, is now reading what you had originally intended to put in there is not what you originally intended to put in there, because it's not the original template. So it's a sneaky devil. Because when I was going to send that to Lisa Wolf, White Buffalo Woman, bless your heart, I put BOT in. I went back and saw that it was NOT, not BOT. It doesn't want to take responsibility for what it does, because it's pathogenic, pathogenetic. That's how fast the machine spreads its codes, looking for another cell to steal power, hijacking cells, hijacking matrices, hijacking stars. Quarantine. Changing the codes is changing the mind. Wiping the mind, changing the codes. Now they don't remember the one. The first voltmeter, the first temperature gauge, the first breather of Kemaloa tea to experience no sound. Muaveaya mama, zalukaleaya, ita urshaleaya. Shalom to all of you. Muaveaya.